Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Shuck on the move to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action, Shuck. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Shuck. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
3rd down, Shuck from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
18 yards there, down to the 18 and a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Kamara. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. and he carries it across the goal line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Down. 43 rail. Yellow. 40. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And just shutting him off there. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 35 yards the game there. Another first down as well.
Let's go now.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Off the fake, now Shuck's going to throw. Open man left side, Shaheed has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
Ready up. 60
The Shaheed going to go in motion. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get this down only to the 18. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing, Shuck. Eluding the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Saints have taken the lead. A point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up. Shop at the 23-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jenkins. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Second and 8.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Trouble, 38. Here we go. Ready?
Throwing. Love. Right side to Watson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
That's
On the double.
Green Bay Packers. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
32. Hut.
Glove. That's going to be caught. That's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Off the play fake, here's Shuck. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 3rd and 10. Now Shuck. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Ready.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to the end zone.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. They were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worse, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Shuck. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Following the interception, Love escaping the pressure right. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That would go for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
10 plus, ready.
Love now. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Groupie able to add the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Blake Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now Love. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Here's Jacobs from the gun. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This now a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here we go, set, ready.
Here's Love. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clip from behind, block someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And he'll be out right at the 35. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Let's go now.
They go with Jacobs. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. To throw his shot. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Right side here, and that's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Love, they go play action now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Lion. 79 Lion.
From the gun, Shuck. The pass caught by Olave. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw now, Shuck. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 94 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, New Orleans.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Shuck now to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 104th career touchdown. One shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Edo Blue.
1st and 10 at the 43.
Love from the gun. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
That's another Packers first
Right,
down.
ready,
Throwing, Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Come on, 52 Blue. Claws red. Ready?
Off the play fake, Love. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To throw now, here's Love. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Gonzalez. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Down. Claw 10.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first.
It's a gain of a yard.
Ready?
On 4th down, Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
At the 5-yard line.
Throwing, Shuck. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Only able to gain a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Third down, Shuck from the gun. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 5. Now Shuck. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On play action, Shuck. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So here we go. A big spot now for Blake Grupe. He hit his first. This one from 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10.
Pause, ready. Set, ready.
Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's good for our Packers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Drill green.
Love looking to throw it. Throw inside, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Ready, set.
Love now. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. You have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
The point after, good by Grupe. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On the ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
50-yard line.
Let's cut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 more yards there and another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Let's go now. Right. What? Red. 38. Watch out. Ready?
Love from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Green down.
First and 10
Come on,
at the
set.
11-yard line.
52 blue.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Set. Red. 43 rail. Yellow. 22. Drill green. Set.
Here's Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They run it again with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Kamara try the right side. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
On the set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Chop.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored.
He's got a man complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back.
Now Love. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Touchdown! Christian Watson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
Packers 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The CD always a little extra excitement for week one and one of our early window games.